Good day. God bless you. Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach Attack, and this is episode 79 in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. Oh, I forgot to write the verse down again, but it's like Corinthians 16, verse 4. Let all your things be done with charity. And as I brought it up before, that word charity is love. And it's just so interesting that they translated it charity because that's what love is. It's giving. And when you love yourself, that is giving yourself a gift. And man, that gift is paying off for me. And I encourage you to look into it more and care about yourself more and love yourself more and learn and follow along and read the Bible and do whatever you can do to love yourself. A motivational quote: it's not about perfection, it's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. And guys, look at my effort. It's everyday grind. It's I don't feel like it's grinding. Remember the days I talk about grinding? I think you got to get through those. You got to get through those days, those weeks, those months, however long it is that you got to grind away. But like they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, fake it till you make it. And sometimes a lot of those days we're just grinding it out. But mentally, man, I am feeling like I am just over the top. I am just, it's like I got it. Um, a quick story on that note. I'm at work today. It's kind of a trial run day, so I was swamped, busy all day at work. Had extra coworkers helping me and everything, and um, they bring donuts. So last time, if you followed along, it was like in the beginning of this series. I mentioned how well it's not happening me how helping me that these corporate people are there and they brought donuts in the morning and they brought lunch and okay, so boom, it happened again. Two big boxes of donuts that hardly anybody was eating. I could have pigged out on 6 donuts if I wanted. Did I use any self-discipline? Did I use any restraint of myself in any way? I'm telling you, no. I just had no desire to wreck my diet, but way more than that, because your diet's just what you eat. I didn't want to wreck my health. I didn't want to destroy my pancreas, my liver, my kidneys, my blood, my eyes, my sexual function, my limbs. For diabetics get their feet cut off from neuropathy. I'd like all these things help motivate me to have no desire for a donut. Do I think donuts taste delicious? Just saying it, it's like, yes, of course, I know they taste delicious. It's sugar in your mouth. I mean, it's what your mouth was designed to react to, sweetness and want it, because the sweet things in nature, like berries and fruits, are good for you, and your mind knows to want it. And God made us that way, and the food industry is aware of that, and they just made these things ridiculously unhealthy and sugary. So there's a guy come in. I don't want to say his name. Super nice guy. Love him. African American gentleman. A little older than me, but I encouraged him to lose weight like a year ago, and he lost a good 20 pounds or something. But then he gained it back, and he didn't stick with it. But he's one of those guys. He'll try. And he came in there, and I could see it was bothering him that the donuts were there, and we were just chatting about something else. And he was looking at me like, "You gonna have a donut? I know they're calling your name." And I was like, "Man, I have really just hit the clicker because they weren't calling my name at all. I could have juggled with them and it wouldn't have bothered me. Like I didn't want them. I don't want them. And then, oh, Zach, what do you want for lunch? Oh, sorry, I can't. It was like a Euro place, those they're delicious and everything, but I could pass up on it, no big deal. I had brought 5 chicken wings and well, we'll get to what I ate all day anyway. So they said, oh, they have like salads at this Euro place. So I looked through the menu and I got a Greek salad and it came with pita bread and I just left that out. So, okay, let me get to my next line. Had a great day at work. It was swamp busy, but when I'm talking about having a great day was that I don't even want to say I resisted the donuts. If I wanted one, I would have ate one. I'm telling you, I didn't resist wanting one. I just simply didn't want one. Oh, Zach, you mean you overcame your desire for one with discipline, and you just know not to. It's like no, I thought about it. Do I want one? Because if I want one, I'm going to eat one. And I was like, yeah, no, you don't want one. And it's a big difference just in these last 2-3 days. Just since I started Atkins, I'm telling you, my mental clarity is over the moon. I am much sharper. I'm finding myself much less brain foggy and things slip in my mind so easily. I mean, it still happens, but I'm finding the clarity is really coming with that lack of over too many carbs and especially the processed foods, and it's just all gone out of my diet right now, and I feel great. So I'm on day 4 of the Atkins nutritional approach. I've had my 20 carbs, or right between 18 and 22 carbs every day for 4 days. Um, and just to recap, I am on my 10th. I've fasted 96 hours 9 times so far since the channel began, or since December 20th. And then, of course, I ate in between the 4 days. So 4 days of fasting, 4 days of eating. I've done it 9 times. So I'm on the 9th time of 4 days of eating. And I'm about to go into, today is starting the 10th 96-hour fast. So between now and April 1st, I have 4 more 96-hour fasts and 4 more 96-hour Atkins phase 1s. So between those 8 days, 32 days away, I'm going to be close to my 218. We're going to see where I get to. Well, it'll be a good indicator, because this is the first 4 days of Atkins, and then I'll fast for 4 days, and we'll see if I get below the 242 significantly. Like if I'm down like 4 or more pounds, it's going to look like it's going to be much closer to the 218 if I can just really push those results with sticking to it. And even if I'm not that close to 218, like I'm already happy with how much weight I've lost, and I'm just going to stick to the Atkins phase 1 um, um, every day, after April 1st. So I think if I just stuck for that for, like I said, May 30th will be my goal for 190, and all of April, or all of April, all of May. So that'd give me 60 more days of Atkins phase 1 to see where I can get to by May 30th. And I think it's very doable. So after 4 days of Atkins, I'm done eating for the day. And my diet for today I had 5 chicken wings with probably 2 servings of ranch dressing on it and hot sauce. And I just threw it all in a bowl last night and brought it to work. I had a small just piece of lettuce out of an iceberg lettuce. It was probably an inch thick by that big. And I just threw it in a bowl with a little ranch on it. Not much, because I just wanted to grab it and eat it. I didn't want it to be a big mess. So that's all I was going to eat, because I didn't know they were getting donuts and food. So I didn't eat no donuts, but when they wanted to order me a gyro, I ordered a Greek salad, and I threw the bread away. And so that's all I had today was 5 chicken wings, the Greek salad, the other little piece of lettuce I had. And then I bought 2 hard-boiled eggs out of the vending machine at work for a snack. And then I just got home and I finished up. I was going to go grocery shopping, or then I said I was going to go eat sushi. But then I remembered I had 3 hamburger patties in the freezer that were kind of out of the box and opened. And I didn't want to let them sit in there, because it's the last day of eating, and they would have sat there for 4 more days until I ate them. So I didn't get to have my sushi like I wanted. And then my son came to pick something up just now. And I was like, oh man, I was going to go out to sushi after work. And I was like, oh, he was with his girlfriend. I was like, do you guys eat sushi? He's like, we just had sushi today. And I'm like, you son of a, just dogging on me like that. So I didn't go to the gym today. I had my 2-mile run yesterday, and I was tight today. So I did stretching exercises today, probably 5 or 6 times, where I just did a forward fold and a little downward dog, and stretched out my calves and my hamstrings and my quads, standing up and just lifting my leg behind my buttocks and stretching it all out. Felt pretty good. I'm still a little tight, but long hot shower. Oh, did I forget my cold shower today? No, I did it. God, sometimes I just don't even remember doing it. I'm so used to it. God, I'm starting to think I did forget it. I was showering. Somebody started talking to me in the shower about something, and it might have made me forget. Oh my God, I got to get on that. I might go take a cold shower now. Just at home. So guys, we're talking about the habits. One of my favorite ones I'm getting into is listening to my Audible books as I lay down to go to bed. And I did it again last night. I threw on, well, when I was still kind of awake, because I turned the TV off and I was like, I'm still going to be awake for a half hour. I just put on like a habits Audible book. But then when it was time to go to bed, I actually wanted to fall asleep. I put on my hypnosis. It's called like something like, where's my phone? I kind of want to say what it is. I don't remember. I don't know if I freaking have my phone on me, but it's called like rapid weight loss hypnosis or something like that. And it's kind of funny because I usually fall asleep before it even comes on almost. And last night I wasn't quite as tired, knocked out, I guess. So when I turned it on, I made it past the first 30 seconds like I haven't even done several times. So uh, that 2000 was jacked up. I need to get it fixed. I turned it on and I was actually awake enough to listen to it for like 5 or 10 minutes. And I heard it say, because it's like positive affirmations, and it gets you all relaxed, and then it just starts saying, you're worthy, you're healthy, and it's safe for you to lose weight, and you're gonna lose weight. And it said, remember yesterday in my video, if you're following along, which I know you are, I said, I feel great, I look great. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't normally say I look great. I mean, I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm not like negative self-image or nothing. I mean, except for this tooth. Um, but I'm listening to the Audible book and it said in there, like, you look great. And I was like, oh my God, did that get in my subconscious so much from the night before that I spurted it out on my video without even noticing? Okay, rapid weight loss hypnosis. Um, and it's from the Chakra Meditation Academy. I'm not like all into it or nothing. I don't believe in a lot of these, meditation principles and all the energy sources in your body and stuff. I believe about that, the Holy Spirit is the energy in your body. And if you're not giving the credit to God and Jesus, and if you attempt to understand all of the powers in the universe, but leave God out and leave his son, Jesus Christ, out of it, then it is evil. It's true. It's accurate. Like there's power in the universe and you can access that power without God. You can access it through Satan. And, that's not the way I want to do it. So um, I'm not like super promoting like hypnosis audiobooks or nothing. I'm just being honest that that's the one I had on. So that is part of my habits lately is to listen to audible books when I get a chance. Like if I'm at work on break and there's nobody in my office and I'm not bothering them by making noise. Even if I only turn it on for 10, 15 minutes while I'm on break, it's information coming in. It's motivating. It's positive energy, it's loving yourself. So just like, knocking out a set of push-ups even. Like, I was at work today and I was busy all day, barely had a break, and I got done and I was like, you know what? Like I was exhausted and just on my feet, just barely got a chance to sit down all day. And then I was like, let me knock out a set of push-ups. I dropped down and just did 10 push-ups, 10 good ones, not didn't have my ass in the air and I kept it nice and flat and I didn't go all fast. Just 10 nice, hard, all the way down, all the way up, nice, slow, because I still weigh like 242 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of weight to be pushing up. So just kind of getting in the habit of just thinking about your fitness and your health more, more your health and your wellness, just at all times. It's always a part of your life. Um, So hobbies, lately my time wasting hobby has been play video games on my PlayStation 4 over there. Not the greatest hobby, but not the worst, as far as like, if your hobby is to sit in the bar every day after work for until it's bedtime, which I used to do, or go play some video games and I'm not playing, I didn't play it all today, so, and it's already 8:30. So um yeah, after my stream here I might get on there for a half hour and so I'm not saying I play video games for 10 hours at a time. I mean 1 hour is the most, and I just get bored and do something else. So motivation, I brought it up last night on my video last night, just that I really have this sense of like when I was at work today and the donuts were there and the coworker comes in and he's like, you want one, Zach, they're calling your name. It felt good. Like I wasn't bothered at all that he said that. In the past, I might have been like, dude, I'm dieting. I'm trying to lose weight. Why are you bringing it? Because it was calling my name. And you know what? It didn't bother me at all today because it's not like I feel that is just the old me. The new me is me. The new you is you, man. It's you. You're already the new you. If you will just believe in that future and leave that past behind and just know donuts ain't the way to the future. Junk food isn't the way to the future. Ice cream isn't the way to the future. I thought about it after April 1st, when I'm done with all my fasting, and I'm still going to stick with the Atkins phase 1. But even in the Atkins book, it says, hey, you're going to slip up once in a while. He's like, maybe even just accept it though. Like, don't quit on yourself and just cave, because that's how you end up not getting back on board. So maybe in the month of April, I'll allow myself to go get ice cream once, or have a beer once, or whatever. Those are the two things I could think of that would be something I don't do very often. Like I said, it's the end of February, and I've had one beer so far this year, and I've had maybe like two ice creams. So, I mean, those are kind of my treats, I guess. So, I think I almost want to incorporate them so that they don't happen on accident. Just let them happen on purpose and say, hey, in the middle of April, I'm going to go out once and I'm going to have an ice cream or a beer or whatever. It almost sounds terrible when you add them. Ice cream and a beer would be disgusting, um, and I want to pick up my guitar up there a little more often. I was thinking about at work today about my hobbies and my habits, and how to stay busy in between life. Like I said, I'm a single dude in this little apartment. I work 12-hour shifts, which is easy on my work days. That's why I fast on my work days, because the whole day is just gone by the time I get home. It's getting late. I do my live stream. I write my notes. I go on my live stream. I listen to an audible book, read a book, drink water, play a video game. It's time to go to bed. On my 4 days off though, 12, I'm just home all day. I'm not raising kids. My kids are 3 of my 5 kids are adults, and the other 2 are getting there, and they live with their mother anyway. So anyway, I'm on my motivation line, and it's just, I have it written down again to never go back to the old me, become the future that I desire, and realize that you are that. Like, it's not something that's gonna happen. It's something it's happening. It's you. You're the future you want. So just start being it now. You want to be ripped in August when it's just hot and sunny out and sweaty, and I'm out hiking, and I'm just gonna be ripped. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna feel great. Oh, that reminds me. Hopefully, you guys saw the live stream from last night when I was making it. I brought up how I found a picture where I was like halfway to being my jacked and tan from like 3 summers ago, and I made it the thumbnail of yesterday's video. So if you got to go back to February 27th video last night and look at that thumbnail, and it's hilarious. It's just tiny, tight little swim trunks, or I don't know what they were. I don't know where the hell I found them or where I got them, but they're hilarious. So talking about my goals, keeping on, pushing forward, keeping them in my mind as my work day goes on, as I'm driving, I'm thinking about, man, I love running, makes me feel so good. I'm going to run some 5Ks. Talked to a guy today. I was like, you going to let an old man beat you in a 5K? Cause he doesn't do much cardio. And I was teasing him because he's this big jack black guy that used to play like defensive end in college, so he's a young guy. He's not even 30, and I'm 50, but he's big, he's really big. So he's not fat. He's just really big. And I don't know how fast you can run, but he's young, and I can't run fast. So I'm trying to motivate him. And he's like, sign us up for a 5K. And I was like, all right, let me look. I'll wait for some nice weather, maybe in April or something, and I'll sign me and him up for a 5K, and we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna chase that young man down. So I got on here, running, walking, hiking, swimming, 218 for April Fool's Day. Just some goals. Some short term. This is the way I'm going, and I'm not going to stop going that way. That's why I don't want these goals to look like, I don't want to look like, what's the goal of a half marathon? It's like that finish line. And then what do you do after the finish line? It's like you stop running. Your goal's over, right? Yeah, that's what you do when you hit a goal. You stop. And it's like, no, that's why these goals are, that's why I didn't even write 5K as a goal. I wrote run, because my goal is to be a runner. And then I just wrote walk. And then I wrote hike, swim, they're not, these are just things you can do for the rest of your life. They're goals though. They're like, go that direction, I got to write bike. A guy at work gave me a great idea today, because I was like, I don't know how motivated I'd be to get up and jog to work in the summer and then jog home from work in the summer, because well, for one, it's like 2.7 miles away. There's a little traffic. So even if I'm running like a 10-minute mile, which would be hauling ass for me, it would still take me almost a half hour to get to work, 27 minutes there and back. And that's a 12-hour shift already. And he was like, well, no, get a bike. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Yeah, I mean, I could bike there in half that time. And that would be, I mean, that's a short bike, less than 3 miles is a short bike, but it's added workout. that I'd hardly even count, and just get a decent bike. I could leave it down in my underground parking garage and just ride right out the garage door underneath, hit the remote, and boom, go right up. So look forward to me buying a probably not a $2,000 bike, but maybe a $500 bike coming in the spring. So short-term ideas and things that I have in my mind that's going on is to get to Cebu City, Philippines, and vacation and meet this wonderful woman that I've been talking to over there, and possibly develop it into a deeper relationship. If not, a wonderful friendship that I hope I have for the rest of my life. She's a wonderful person. If we don't end up married, which I'm like 1 in 100 chance that we do already, maybe 1 in 50, or maybe 1 in 20. I might even be a 1 in 10 chance. You know what I mean? When you haven't even met somebody yet, you can't really get the chances too high. But I'm gonna say, because they're really good people over there, and in need of more than we need in America. And so long term, it just kind of as a joke. My long term is to go to Cebu and vacation and meet a lovely woman, and long term is to go back to Cebu and get married. So that would be a phenomenal uh, long term goal. Not even that long. Like that's like short term is in the next few months, and long term is in the next year or two. And then we retirement type goals we'll be talking about more in the next video series. We're going to be talking a lot more about like mental health and financial strategies to just be comfortable in life and not love money. The Bible says you will serve one and hate the other, and it kind of says the same thing twice in a row. And it's talking about God and money and any kind of idol. You can love let's say your car is so important to you that it outweighs how much you think about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's like, the Bible says, like, don't worry about even providing for yourself. That's not really trusting in the Lord. And then, you're hoarding up treasures. What's the verse about? Oh, I think it's a verse in the Tao Te Ching. It's like, if you want to stop thieves, stop hoarding treasures. Stop hoarding up treasures for yourself, and there won't be anything to steal. It's kind of an interesting take on, philosophical take on money and thief and finance. But my point about money is, though, I mean, I care about it. I respect it enough to treat it with respect, because it's a dangerous, hostile thing. It's like a kitchen knife or an AR-15. It can be used for good or evil. And I use both for good. And I use everything to the glory of God, for the good of God, for the profit and benefit of America and our people here, and ultimately to serve my Lord. But I just don't want to promote the idea that to have lust for money or to have lust for anything. That it's that whole Stoic principle, and it's biblical, to just not indulge in anything, not food, not sex, not money, not envy, not pride, not anything. Name it all. It applies. Be content. I talk to this. I don't want to say her name, but I talk to the woman in the Philippines almost every day, and she sees my channel and she knows I'm dieting, and of course she's a microscopic skinny person, and I mean her take on food is like, it's life. Like, you die without food. And it's like, we don't even think like that at all. We're thinking about buffet, baby. Like, we're just thinking about feasting and getting this drug chemical in my brain from the overeating. Man, I have drank like at least a gallon of water every day this week since probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, that was the 4 days at Atkins. And if you heard, you might not have seen the video where I talked about it, or you might not know, because I haven't known this very long. It was kind of interesting when you start fasting, you lose a ton of weight. Like if you haven't fasted, like the first fast on December 20th, I fasted 4 days and I lost 14 pounds. And it's like, well, how could you possibly lose 14 pounds in 4 days? All of the other fasts I've lost 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, not 14. It's because if all that sugar is flushed out, and then I never replaced it enough to lose 14 again. I stayed low enough to just lose 3 pounds of fat, 2 pounds of fat, 3 pounds of fat, 2 pounds of fat. The reason you lose that 14 pounds though is because every molecule of carbohydrate that you burnt out of your body and got out has to, is it 2 or 3? It's 2 molecules of water. It's 2 or 3 molecules of water. 1 molecule of carbs has, I almost want to say it's 3, but it's 2 or 3. I don't remember. So it's a lot of water. So you get rid of the carbs and the water. And then those carbs aren't in your body because I just fasted and did keto for the last 8 days. All I did was 4 days of no food and 4 days of 20 carbs. So there's no carbs holding a bunch of water in my body right now. And I think my body's adapting to that. And I think that's even why I'm like, my throat's dried up and I'm congested because I drank water I drank 2 cups of black tea this morning at work. I filled up my 20-ounce water bottle I didn't even count, like many times, at least 5 times, and just chugged it. Well, at least 4 times. So that's 80. And then I have my gallon of water here that there's like 3 empty gallons just on my counter here. And that was since Friday. I filled them up. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I drank those 3 gallons, and now I'm halfway, a third of the way through the 4th one. So that's just at home, not counting all the water I drink at work. So guys, not as jacked and amped as I was last night. I'm even more congested, but and I'm way more just smoke tired. Not from the diet or the plan or anything, but just from being on my feet all day at work. But not as jacked and motivated as yesterday. But I mean, 8 out of 10 for sure. I'm still. And it's the head game, like I said. That key just got inserted so deep into my brain and so locked. I'm curious if it's these weight loss hypnosis or it's just that the sugar got cleansed out. I'm gonna say I'm 90% sure it's the sugars all out of me, and so the hormones are just regulated, and it's not messing with my head so bad that you need that discipline and you need that self control so strongly because that blood sugar level is just all over the place still. When you can just knock it out with this Atkins phase 1, man, dude. Between the fasting and let's check it. I don't even want to get ahead of the game, but I feel like I'm going to lose again uh, on this next 4-day fast. So it starts tonight. So it's Tuesday night. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. My next meal will be Saturday night, and it will be Atkins phase 1. It's going to be salads. The hamburger patties are genius because the hamburger is easily digested. And you want the fatty stuff. You don't want the 93% stuff. You want that fatty hamburger. Has less protein so that you don't have to, you're trying to keep them, you don't want tons of protein. You want more of that healthy fat. And so you're going to do the hamburger patties, the chicken wings. I like fish. I love fish, but I don't cook it much at home. Like, unless it's fresh out of a lake, it's not, when I go out to eat, I don't mind fish. I might eat some more cans of tuna. I did watch a Atkins phase 1 video today, and it was just a dude saying, okay, here, he just had it laid out, and it was a small, everything fit in a circle like your arms, and it was like lettuce and tuna and avocado and mayo, not Miracle Whip, mayo, and a couple other items, eggs, and it was basically, and peppers, like this is all I eat right here. He didn't have enough to me vegetables at all, but it was close. He was eating a ton of celery, so I wanted to diverse it up a little bit, have a little more diversified vegetables. Do look it up though. Just look up Atkins phase 1 approved food list, and it's a PDF. There's 100 of them, but the one I found it's an Atkins website itself, PDF, and you download it on your phone. It takes 2 seconds, and then you can open up and look at it anytime. You don't even have to have internet connection. And you can, like when I'm at the grocery store, I pull it up and it's like, okay, I mean, I am already aware of like you barely eat all the meat and eggs and some cheese. I didn't really go heavy on the cheese this time. Or did I buy some cheese? I don't remember now in this 4 days. I'm sure I did. Yeah, I think I did. I just probably ate it in the first couple days. And he had a great word of advice too, is to don't buy the shredded cheese, buy the block cheese. And I totally agree because last time, this 4 days, I remember now when I went grocery shopping on Friday. Yeah, I went grocery shopping Friday after work, and I bought shredded cheese. and I had Saturday and Sunday off. I remember now, and then I worked Monday, Tuesday. So I had a bag of shredded cheese. So when I wanted a snack, it was something I could easily grab out of that shredded cheese bag, and I snacked on it. I used it to make a salad or something. I put some cheese on it or eggs. I think I made an omelet, and then I went and snacked on the cheese, and those two things were fine. Throw some cheese on the salad, so you got some healthy fat to help slow down the digestion of those carbs. Throw the cheese with the eggs, same exact thing. You got protein, fat, you're all good to go. But if it would have been the block of cheese, I wouldn't have been able to just reach in and munch on it. I would have had to open that thing up and cut a block out, and I probably wouldn't have done that. So next time, I think I'm going to buy the block of cheese and then, just cube it up tiny for my salads and slice it up thin to put in my omelets, and then, just have one block of 8 ounces of cheese for the 4 days, and that's all you get. So I could split it up 2 ounces a day, and we'll see. Like my almonds, when I was trying to eat the healthy snack of almonds, and then I ate like a 16-ounce bag like all at once. So I don't buy nuts because I go nuts. I think that's where that term is going nuts. That's where it comes from. It's because people just indulge in nuts, and then that's how it got to be a term. All right, guys. So we got, I don't know, 10 new subscribers since yesterday. It slows down and speeds up. It just kind of depends on what videos are getting hit, how often you guys will look, people have come off and on for 31 minutes of this video, and not a single person has hit that like button. It's a big thumb. It's right there. Look, oh, look, airborne. They should have an airborne like button. If you're airborne, by the way, if you're a veteran, come on, like a veteran's page and help the guy out. So please hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be the first one to see all my new videos, my new live streams. It's just all about taking care of yourself. It's not about listen to Zach and do what Zach does. If you get some motivation to follow along and try some of the things I do, fine. It's really not what the channel's about. The channel's about the mental head game of watching some dude. I don't want to call myself some big fat red, dude in a red tank top, but I was 315 pounds at one time, and I've come a long way. I'm 75 pounds less than that, and I'm going to lose another 75 pounds and more, and it's going to be a humongous transformation. Like I said, I did find some pictures from back in 2015, 2016, where you can really see how humongous my face and upper chest, shoulders were. I don't have a full length one, but then I do have a full length one with my shirt off at like 285, 290. That just looks horrendous. And so when I finally do figure out how to edit videos, which maybe by April 1st, I'll figure it out. I need to get a better cell phone because you can do so much of it on your cell phone nowadays. My cell phone's just so cheapy. I bought it before I had the YouTube channel, and I really would not have bought it if I knew I was going to start a YouTube channel because it's just so convenient. You can download editor software on there and just do it all on your phone and have all the wipes and music and intros and pictures and cuts and everything. Just a much simplified version of video editing. Sorry, guys, don't listen to my voice. I feel amazing. Call upon the name of the Lord. All that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. So I'm telling you, call upon the name of the Lord today. Just do it. Just give it a try. Just what do you have to lose? What are you going to be saying? I know this Christian, that's a nut job. Okay, so do I. I know a lot of people that call themselves Christians that are complete freaking nut jobs. You know what? I'm not one of them Christians. So, every relationship with Jesus is personal. He would have died just for you. He did die just for you. And he loves you. He's never left you or forsaken you. He's not going to turn his back. When you open your arms to him, he's already there. His arms are already open to you. He says, behold, I stand at the door. You have to get up and knock. He's not going to kick the door down and come into your life. You got to get up and knock on that door, open the door, and let Jesus into your life. It's easy. It's nothing. Pick up the Bible, read the book of Matthew, learn about the story of Jesus, learn about his apostles and what they taught. But guys, just most of all, like every night, jump on board with Jesus because he loves you. I love you, and I'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow evening.